Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. I am recording a live stream, supposedly. Okay, just double check that with Streamlabs. Streamlabs seems to say so. Looks like Twitch is saying so as well. La-dee-da, happy birthday to me. Let's go to Euro Truck Simulator. Okay. For some reason... Okay. Welcome to Benvenue's Corner. I'm Benvenue. I've been a little bit of AWOL recently. I apologize for that. I have not been well. I've been suffering with an illness. And I am doing a test, a proof of concept test here with another game that I enjoy called Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's a truck driving simulator, long haul simulator, and I'm just seeing what other kind of content I can stream live with my computer that my computer will like, and Streamlabs will like, and Twitch will like, all at the same time. That's asking a lot of my old computer, but we're going to see how it works. And I have recently started a game with my primary account. And I'm in the tutorial. I'm just running a couple of tutorials just to test the stream. I'm only going to go for a couple of minutes here. Stop on the spot. And we will hit the A button. And where do you need it? I'll go for 15 extra experience with an easy parking job. And let's change my view so I can see where I am. And the goal here is to get it in that spot. Right over there. I like to do the overhead view for this. It helps me line up my cargo and my truck a little better. And the long spots where your trailer's supposed to go. And those little curved lines up front is where the cab and the engine part of your truck is supposed to go. You don't have to be super perfect, but as long as you're within the lines, they'll accept that. Automatically unload my cargo, I'll get paid for it. And I'll get my experience and my little bit of money. And I'll get some experience, it won't go up a level. And then they'll give me another mission. And I think they give you maybe 3 tutorial missions. Basically, they teach you how to use your camera, what the controls do. You can go into the options and set this up whether you want to play with a mouse and keyboard, a gamepad, a steering wheel, whatever you like. This is my new headquarters to start out. It's a pretty basic garage. May not be much, but it's a start. That's correct. Fortunately, you don't have anything to park there yet. So there are no trucks in sight. Like, when you start out, you don't start out in your own truck. You just start out as a driver, and you're driving a company truck. And the good thing about that is, while you don't make a ton of money, starting out you don't have to pay any of the damage costs or any of the fuel costs or the repair costs on the truck. That's all covered by the company. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you will be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from there. Good luck. Okay, so now I have a company truck, which is a Volvo 750 Globetrotter. I like this truck the best because it has the most powerful engine, and that helps getting you up hills and things like that. It makes getting around the world a little easier. Now, I have a mod on this game called World of Trucks, where if you're going to play this game, I sincerely suggest you get the World of Trucks mod. It gives you a lot more job opportunities and different companies and different types of cargo to haul. And add-on missions as well. So I recommend you get that, and you simply go to their website, log in with your handle, and then you're good to go. You can put your own custom image up there. I got my channel's logo up here, Benvenue's Corner. You can name your own trucking company, but at the start, you're at the mercy of just getting a decent job from your own company, and you can go by total price. What I'm looking for is what's going to pay me the most per mile. Not necessarily the longest distance or the best price, but what's going to give me the best per mile. And it looks like the top option. Now I got one that's $23.42 down here. That's slightly more. Let's see what else we got. 21, 25, 20, 18. Looks like that 23. So time is money. So even though the total amount is $35.80, the distance per mile is $23.42, and it's going to take me less time to do, hopefully, and then I can come back and get another job. And you can see I'm going to have to use a Renault. That's the truck they're going to give me, and see my little route there. I'm going to go ahead and take the job. And when you're using the company truck, the truck's already there for you. You just hitch up the trailer and ready to go. And let's see what we have here. Looks like we're carrying some kind of compressor tank, fluid tank. Start up my engine. I like to keep the two side view mirrors up so I can see what's going on either side of my truck. I'm using an Xbox controller. You can see my little mini map there tells me where I'm supposed to be going. You can zoom in on that and get a better view. Right now I'll keep it on the view it is on right now. You got your turning signals, left and right. And I am in Great Britain, so I got to remember which side of the road I'm supposed to be driving on. That tells me right there, that bus. See if I can get a different view, see traffic coming left or right. That's one of the hardest things I've noticed in this game, is getting used to traffic. And I am going the right way, thankfully. Got a traffic circle. Got my windshield wipers going. Look left and right, looks like it's safe. I know I'm doing this horribly. And I am from the United States, so we're not quite used to using traffic circles all that well. But looks like I got safely around it. Gotta pay attention to your speed limits, because you will get speeding tickets. I forgot what my key was for my windshield wipers. I don't need them on, it's not raining. It's not that button. Let me go into my options real quick and find out what that button is, because that's kind of annoying. Do. That's not it. Keys and buttons. That's probably going to tell me. Throttle. Yeah. Wipers. Well, they say it's the P button, but good enough. I want to turn my lights on. Which is the L button. That makes sense. There we go. I just keep my lights on all the time, because if you forget to do it in the dark or at dusk, you can get tickets for that. Stop for the red light, of course. You cannot run red lights unless you want to get a ticket. I find driving in this mode here, even though I prefer it for most driving and racing games that I play, in this game, I don't like it as much. For some reason, I guess because of the length of the vehicle, it's just harder to kind of see where the front end of your vehicle is. And to get the aiming just right for me, I'm just not used to playing it this way. When I'm on the wide open road, like open highways with many, many lanes, I prefer it. And I'm speeding currently. Speed limit's only 30 in this tunnel. See, I'm well within my lane. It just doesn't look like I am from this view. It looks like I'm speeding again. I'm going to have to get in this other lane soon, because I have a turn coming up. Looks like I have plenty of room. Thank you to the car behind me. Let me change lanes. Sometimes that's not always easy. They don't always let you. Or sometimes it looks like they're going to let you, and then they speed up at the last minute and run into the back of your truck. All kinds of fun stuff. Now I have to try to make a turn here. Looks like I have... and I have my horn set up to my steering wheel. If I press L3, my horn will go off, and sometimes I accidentally press that. Looks like my gas is good. You have a sleep meter, which is kind of hard to see, but it looks like a tiny bed up in the little map view there at the top of the screen, almost in the center, right next to the thing that looks like an envelope. And if you get too tired, you have to take a break. There's rest areas. Basically, you can go into a gas station, just park, turn off the engine, and it'll say, do you want to sleep? Yes or no. There's also designated rest areas here and there. But for these first few trips, we probably won't have to worry about it too much, since they won't be very long distance. But you will actually get penalized for driving tired. Just like real life, you're not allowed... You got to keep a driver's log, and if you drive over, not only can you get fined for it, but you might lose your license. Speed limit's 50 through here. I'm driving in Europe, so that would be kilometers per hour, not miles per hour, unless... No, I changed it. I changed it to American. Oh, they won't like me for that. I'm doing a fairly good job of keeping the truck between the lines, considering I'm not used to driving it this way. I did have... Since I only have one screen to look at, I'm not very well equipped with multiple screens that I can use. It's not that I don't have enough screens, I don't have enough computers. So unfortunately right now all I have is my one screen to look at. I had overlays set up for Streamlabs so that I could look at my chat at the same time I'm playing the game in a full screen. And unfortunately Streamlabs decided to forget who I was and that I had my account and all that. And it remembered some of the things I had, but it doesn't remember that that overlay. So I'm going to have to try to download that again, because it is rather useful to see without having to go flipping through a couple of screens or try doing it through my phone, which was a pain in the butt. To see when people are chatting or, you know, following, subbing. And that's why this is just a proof of concept. So if there was anybody in the chat channel, hello. I'm not trying to ignore you. If you follow or sub, I appreciate that. This is just a proof of concept. I'm going to do this one delivery real quick, and then see how it delivers on the stream on a playback. I don't know if I'm getting good video quality, good audio quality, you know, if the game's glitching along here, what kind of frames per second I'm getting. So far in the gameplay, it looks like it's going all right. And usually I can tell if something's going on. Like, I've tried to stream some Madden content, And I will hear audio glitches, I will see gameplay glitches, like the frame rates will go really bad when things aren't quite going well on the stream. And so far, everything looks pretty solid. The reason why I figured I could do Euro Truck on this PC is because it's not a very CPU, GPU intense game. While it does look fairly decent, I do like the graphics of the game. It's nothing that's going to be taxing my system too much, and I figured I could get away with it. Madden itself for this PC eats up a lot of resources, and it was just barely handling it. I didn't like the quality I was getting while I was streaming the content live. So unfortunately, I think the best option there is to move it to my YouTube channel, which I do have a link to on my Twitch profile. You want to check out some Madden 20 content. I have a Rebuild and Relocate franchise going on. It's in its second season. The preseason's almost finished. The second season's almost started. So we had our second ever draft with our now second-year head coach. It's a lot of fun. I like Madden. I play it a little bit differently, but I won't inundate you with details there. If you're interested in Madden 20 or Madden in general, check it out and see if it's for you. In the meantime, we're trucking. And a lot of people, about this game, they're like, why would you want to play this game? It's kind of boring. What really do you get out of it? Well, I thought that as well until I tried the demo. And then for some reason, it just kind of clicked with me. It's like, yeah, this is, this is kind of fun. It's relaxing. Oh, I just like it. There's different kinds of trucks. Now, there's customization you can do. It's fairly limited if you want to play just the base game, which is what I have. I didn't get any of the DLC. There's a bunch of DLC that opens up different portions of the country, different map areas you can drive, different truck options, add-ons to spruce up the wheels and just about everything on your truck. The trailers you can customize. Just about everything you can think of. But it's all extra money. And I just didn't feel like spending all of that. I think there's plenty enough content in the base game that I didn't need all of that just yet. Now, on top of the World of Trucks mod, which gives you a lot of extra content, there is a multiplayer mod. Now, it's not an official mod through the makers of this game, but it is widely distributed. A lot of people play it, and people start up their own multiplayer trucking companies and things like that. It's pretty interesting. I have yet to delve into it because I want to get a little bit more situated in this base game first, and then I might try it out a little bit later, see how that goes. Gotta watch my speed a little bit. There is a cruise control. There's different kinds of horns you can get. You have your regular air horn, and then you can get add-on horns that basically wake up sleeping giants with it. You can get the add-on lights where it looks like you're driving a sun down the road at night. I'm gonna make a right turn up here. I'm free to go. No oncoming traffic. So it's a calming game if you've had a stressful day. You can just come in here, cruise along, chill out a little bit. The game will throw some hiccups at you every once in a while. You'll be cruising down the highway, thinking you're going to take the next exit like you're supposed to, and then they'll say, oh, there was an accident, and that lane is closed and you can't use that exit, so you've got to find out another route on the fly. So you can either go by the onboard GPS or hope that you're a decent map reader and can find another route real quick that won't get you too tired and won't make you late on the delivery, because all of that will decrease the value of your haul if you get it there late. Also want to check the game audio and see how well that's coming through. If you can hear the sound of the engine of the truck. The horn sounds fairly loud. The turn signals do make clicking noises when you activate them. The brakes make, air hose, air brake sounds when you put them on. But the object of this game, at least the way it would like you to progress, is you work for another company, you save up some money, quite a bit of money, you buy your own truck, you do jobs for that, then you buy your own garage, and start your own trucking company. And then you try to build it up from there. And there are several different ways of going about that. You can keep driving yourself and earn income. You can take out bank loans and get your company started a little bit sooner, but then you've got all the interest to worry about, and don't forget you're paying for all the gas, all the damages, etc. Or you can sit back, hire a bunch of great drivers, and save up enough money where the drivers you employ get enough money to keep the company running on its own and turning a huge profit. And there's ways to kind of fudge that. There's a guy on YouTube called the Spiffing Brit, SPIFFING BRIT, and he, if you're not familiar with him, he's very popular on YouTube. But his whole shtick is finding ways to find exploits in games and progress in games in the manner that the game didn't quite intend you to. And he's found a little bit of a glitch with this game where you can make quite a bit of money fairly easily, and you can take over the game in a lot less time than what they expected, I am sure. And you're not breaking the game, and you're not breaking any rules by doing it. It's just taking advantage of the gameplay system. So he's rather entertaining as well. I like his accent. Of course, he goes on about some tea that he likes from the Yorkshire Company. He's just very, very good entertainer and presenter, as well as his content. So I recommend you check him out. That's the Spiffing Brit on YouTube. Slow down as I come around the hill here. Don't want to take corners too fast because you can jackknife your trailer. That would not be good. Don't recommend it. It will hurt your truck. And as I am getting closer to my delivery area, I like to go into the map, and if you see, I can press the F5 button. It will change my view of the map a little bit. I like to zoom it in a bit more so I can tell exactly where they want it. Because sometimes the delivery areas in the cities are right next to each other, and the GPS little tracker there sometimes leads you in the wrong direction. It's like, okay, you got two left turns right next to each other. Which one is actually the one you want? This one's fairly straightforward because it's a standalone place that I'm delivering this to. So it's not like I'm going to be able to confuse it with too many other places, but sometimes if it's a lumber yard, they'll The drop-off station will be located around the back and across the field, and it's not always as evident as you think it should be. Now this one says my delivery spot is right at the front, but this is a construction area, so sometimes they put these deliveries way in the back, where you have to drive around the lot and figure out, but this one's like right up front here, looks like. At least that's the stop area, the delivery area. Let's see where I am. You have to stop on the spot, and then it'll tell you where they want it. Let's go play it safe. Where do they want this? Somewhere in... yeah, in the first person view here. Actually, that's on top of my roof. Get an idea of what the engine sounds like. There's a cab view. There's a chase view. Like I said, I generally like the chase view, but in this game... Oops. Let me hit the brakes real quick. Don't hit the wall. I'm trying to find a view that I like. It's kind of first person. That doesn't help me. Yeah. That's the thing to try to get you. Oh, there we go. Just move my chase camera a little bit. They want me to bring this thing all the way in the back. Oh, there it is. Right over there. Okay, let's see if we can make that happen. Looks like I'll look out on this. Oh, not quite. Ah, I see why. Let's try this again. Nope. Don't hit the fence. That's just a shadow. Easier said than done. How off am I here? Not much. Sorry. They're going to accept that. I'm not going to argue with them. Okay, so I got an excellent, no damage. Got it on time. Got my little bit of extra experience. I went up a level, and when you go up a level, you get a point to put into any one of these categories. Now, you can pretty much go any way you want, but some rules of thumb that most people, if you look at strategy guides, obviously the longer you can go, the more money you can earn, because you can go on longer drives. Some people suggest you go with at least one or two of these at first, then maybe pick up one of your hazardous material. usually recommend going with one of the flammables or explosives. Then fragile and high-value cargo. And one of the last things is eco driving, which will help you save fuel. Now, that doesn't really help you too much. It'll help you save money and allow you to drive farther on a gas tank, or tank of gas. Gas of tank. I can speak English. I really can. Go further on the tank of gas, but, while you're driving for another company, if you're not really concerned about the mileage, they're fitting the bill for the gas anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and go with a long distance driving upgrade. So you hit the plus button and then apply it. So now I can drive a little bit further. I got some emails. It's probably going to be some banks. Need money? We can help. Dear Sir, Madam, we thought you might like to know that we offer favorable loans to new businesses. Do you need funding to get your business running? We are here to help. Please visit your local banking center for more information. There's a little banking area, and basically you can choose a loan of several different, I think it's 20,000, 100,000, and 400,000. Let's take a look. 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, 400,000 once you have enough, but you can see the interest per day. Right now my borrowing max is 100,000 just because I hardly have any collateral. I don't own my own truck and I'm not earning that much. So generally I recommend at least having enough to buy your own first truck, which in this game they're fairly expensive. I would say you need probably around 150,000 depending on what truck you want for your own main truck, the one that you want to drive. I recommend the Volvo Globetrotter. I think per money for the power, it's the best buy. When you're buying trucks for your computer-controlled drivers, your NPC drivers, you can give them the cheapest thing you want, which you can get for around 100,000. So I'm not going to be borrowing any money yet. I'm just going to save up what I have. Your startup garage doesn't cost you anything, but to buy another garage, I think costs 150,000 in its own, and that's not counting hiring the driver or the truck you need. So, brand new Volvo truck. Since I picked that as my favorite company, that's the first brand I'm going to find. As you drive around the map, you're going to find new hiring agencies where you can hire different drivers, and different truck shops where you can visit to buy the different brands of trucks that you want. You can buy any truck you want. So I have 5,000. That is my first job done. That is my proof of concept. I'm going to go ahead and save my game. I think it automatically saves. Your progress will be saved automatically. Do you really want to quit? Yep, I do. I would play a little bit longer, but I just want to see how this turned out on the stream. Hopefully fairly well. And I hope that if you've stopped by to check this out, you enjoyed it, because I'm looking for more things that I can bring to this stream for content. I was doing some old school gamings with baseball stars, and I noticed not a lot of people were following that. I had more success with my Madden content, but unfortunately, that just didn't seem to work well with the limitations I have with my computer. It just doesn't like streaming and playing the game at the same time. If I'm doing just like a coaching offline thing, it's fine with that. But as soon as I start up the game, I start having a little bit of problems. So, thank you for joining me, and I hope this stream went well. I'm going to watch it after I shut this down, and if it went well, I might start bringing some of this content, because it's a nice change of pace for me. Lets me kind of mellow out and relax. And we'll see you next time here on Benvenue's Corner. Thank you very much. You all take care. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon on Benvenue's Corner.